Hello and welcome to Cardboard and Plastic. Today is just a quick video. Have a SGC reveal. I just got a PSA order back. I sent this one about 2 weeks ago. The longest part of this was not even the grading, it was the return shipping. It took like 5-6 days for some reason from Florida to California. And so we'll go through this. All the cards were graded, and one of the cards was actually a card that CGC or CSG, when I submitted it, said there was a possibility of the card being trimmed. I didn't think so. I took a look at it. It just had like a really rough cut for the bottom. So we'll go through the order here. This is a 1961 and beautiful back for George Blanda. You can see here that it wasn't rubbed and how white that is. So I just had this card and it looked really nice. I thought I had a chance between a 7 and an 8. And it got a 7. But just a really nice card. And really, these things are criminally undervalued. Like a 7 in one of these. Like I see these things sometimes go for $20, $30. If I ever see a card pre-graded, I will always try to purchase those. I love the earlier Topps Football Hall of Famers. Let's go for the card that, this was the card that CGC said had a possibility of being trimmed, evidence of trimmed, and they said the bottom edge. And I measured the card. It didn't really, it was not short at all. And the other thing about the card too is it had just like a rough cut. And a lot of these do have a rough cut. So it is graded. And it got a 6.5. Beautiful card, beautiful centering. And that was the bottom edge that CGC didn't like. And that really just tells you though that some of these things, if you think a card is not altered, you send it in, just send it to another company, send it back again, and usually, typically, it gets graded. I do have also a matching pair now. I have a SGC 6.5 Mini in an SGC slab. I also have a PSA 7. But what I'm trying to do is only grade cards that I think can get collector's grades. So I was kind of expecting a 7 for this. So anything from the 70s, I want a 7 and above. And so here is a beautiful, I got this from COMC, I think for like $10, $12. It's the Hank Aaron 1974 Home Run King. And this card just looked great. And it got a 7.5. Beautiful centering on the card. Gorgeous card. I thought I had a chance getting an 8. And then the last two, these were two 1952 Bowmans that I got from COMC. I think I paid about $45, $50 for both of them combined. And they looked really nice when I got them. This Bob Feller, it does have a wax stain. I thought I was going to get like a 4.5 or a 4 because of that. But the rest of the card was like really sharp. And so the Bob Feller got a 5. I have a old label PSA 7, and this one is just as nice. The only thing I don't like about this card, you can see it has a couple of print defects, but if you look at the card from a distance away, you don't really see those. It's only like when you start really looking at it, and it's right in the middle of his forehead, so that does bother me a little bit. But this is a beautiful card. And then the last one was another 1952. This one I thought I had a chance of being like a full grade to 2 grades higher. I thought this was going to be like a 6 for the Pee Wee Reese 1952 Bowman. But the centering was not as good for this one, and it got a 5.5. But an absolute gorgeous card. You can see that the borders are just more white on those. And a beautiful card. So I have another order. I am doing a bulk order, CGC, for 63 cards, kind of the same type of cards. Now, the thing is, the reason I did this SGC order is I don't like that CGC, they don't have cutouts for these like 52 Bowmans for these odd shaped cards. So what they do is they just like put them in a baggie, seal them up, and then put them in a case. And it just looks ugly to me. So I really like that PSA and SGC will actually have these cutouts. So this is why I use SGC for $15 a card. If CGC had the cutouts, I would just use them because I pay $960 per card for CGC versus $15. And for me, that's quite a difference, right? So if I can grade 10 cards at PSA, I would be able to grade 15 cards for the same price at CGC. So let me know which one of those are your favorite cards. And again, have a great day. Keep on collecting.